Hello everyone. Hey guys, this is Miss Cat, live from the Weave Buddy. I took a pause. Let me close that door. Now you hear all the little screamings from the kids at the pool. It's now one thing, it's another, guys. So I had to stop because there was construction going on. And so, hello, Mr. Daryl. How are you, honey? Hello, Mrs. Tawana, Hair Diva, Andrea, Porcelainista, Angel. So, listen, guys. Earlier, I was trying to do a video about the braidless, but there was so much construction going on. I was like, okay, I'm going to stop for a little bit. But we don't got no construction now, so it's good. This is a sample or a demo of a customer who has advanced stages of female pattern baldness. But look at all that hair that she has. There's a lot of people like that who have a lot of hair in the back and on the sides, but they're missing the hair up on top. They don't want a full braided weave. They just don't. They don't feel comfortable with it. They want their own hair out. So let's give them what they want. I have created with my braidless buddy tracks, I have created several tracks back here that will hold all the hair that we want. And also, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. And if you leave, watch later. This is going to get good. So now I have created all of the braidless tracks, safe and secure braidless tracks. And I want to introduce you guys to this little guy. This is a very interesting little guy, or girl, I should say. She's a queen. Her name is Queen Victoria. But this one is Queen Victoria for the braidless. Now, it's got lace on the crown where the skin is touching, but there's no lace on the sides because we're going to be integrating her own hair into the whole thing. So this is going to get nitty gritty. This is going to get good, guys. I can't wait to put it on. So basically what I do is to make sure that it is even in the middle. I put it on my doll heads. I put it behind the ear. On the customer, it just the strands behind the ear. Okay, and then tie it. But some people don't need the strands behind the ear. Some people have a small head. It's better to put the strands behind the ear first. But when they don't have a small head, it's just fine straight downward. Another thing is when you are applying the top part, the top piece, is that you make sure the middle is exactly centered to the nose. Also, girl, don't be putting your weave buddy way back here. Hello? Uh, yeah, no. You want your weave buddy forward because that's your new hairline. You want the weave buddy to be where the new hairline is going to be. You're going to be sewing some hair up in the front here. You don't need you don't need to start the hairline like way back here. I understand that the customer doesn't have a hairline anymore. She doesn't have any hair up here, but we are going to create the hair. And why are you going to put the weave buddy way back there when you can put it way more forward, okay, and create a new full hairline? Do you guys believe that we can do this? Who believes that we can do this? All right. So it's even, it's in the middle, okay? And since usually I tell my students start sewing in the middle, and then work your way down to the left and to the right. Hey, Miss Sweet Tea. But there's no hair there to sew. So what I'm going to do first then is sew where there is hair. You always need to have a base to start with. You always need to have some security, okay? Now, notice I'm not going to use my protective paddles until I'm at the front. But for now, I'm going to start work at the place where there's going to be a connection with the braidless tracks and this new braidless buddy hairline and scalp protector. Okay, so that's number one. I gotta have a secure connection here. That starts everything. Okay, this is all I'm gonna do right now, and then I'm gonna go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, this is a braidless application. Okay, it's not going to go on top of all of that hair like that. Guys, there's a reason why there's only lace here and there's no lace here. Okay, we're going to be integrating. Have you guys ever heard of the word integrating? Oh, thank you, Daryl. You're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now we are going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay, what you do to one side, you do to the other side. Don't worry about the middle part yet. We are just only focusing on getting the this piece laid on firmly and securely and starting it off that way. Okay, this is for a customer who wants to have her own hair out, but she is completely, advanced to complete female hair loss, uh, female pattern baldness at the top area, but she still she doesn't want a full sew and weave. You know what I'm saying? She still wants to have her hair out. There is a way to do that, and we're going to be doing it. See, so now it's on there. That's not going to be moved. Okay, the next thing I want to do, guys, is slowly but surely, and guys, be patient with me because um, this is a little new to me. Okay, but I got a vision and I know that this is going to work. We're going to be integrating the hair. Okay, so we've got rows of hair already prepared. But so now I want to go in, okay, and maybe because the holes are so big, I could use my rat tail comb. It might be easier. So let's see, I'm going to go in here and just kind of integrate this hair out through the weave buddy because you want it to be flat, guys. Before we sew in the weave buddy to those corners, we want to make sure that it's as flat as it can be. You know what I'm saying? So I want to integrate that hair out there. So that's the first row. Let's keep doing rows. Okay? Let's do more rows. And as we integrate that hair, it's going to start getting flatter right here. Then that way we can sew down the Weave Buddy hairline protector to these to the braidless tracks that we created earlier. If you guys, anyone who's joining us who did not see me create the braidless tracks, you can go back to see how I created the braidless tracks on this demo, okay? You want to make sure it's going to be a nice flat application. And this her front hair here doesn't have to get integrated because that can be left right at the front. Okay, it's just these sides that we want to make sure that are nice and flat for this sewing. Okay, guys, I know I'm gonna get this. I had my vision already. Once you get your vision, you know it's just a matter of time to implement it, right, guys? I'm implementing my vision right now, and this is going to be a nice flat application of the braidless body joined with the braidless tracks that we offer. Okay, what we want to do is be able to have a strong and secure application of full head of hair extensions without the hair damage, without the hair extensions damaging the customer's scalp more than it is already damaged. You know what I mean, guys? So let's get this nice and flat. Once see how it's getting nice and flat. Once that's flat, I'm gonna go ahead and take the edge of that weave buddy there and secure it to the braidless track that I created at the corner there, okay? Ooh, girl, this is gonna be good, okay? I already could see this. This is gonna be good. You don't have to integrate the hair, but it's a lot better. You have, it's flatter. The customers, when they have straight hair and they want to use their hair out. They want their hair. They want to integrate their hair. It's a thing, guys. It's a thing. And so let's give it to them. Let's give them their hair. So I just want to make sure this is as flat as it gets. And I'm going to go ahead and secure this corner. Make it nice and flat right here, so that's nice and flat. Secure that corner. Two, I have several tracks that I created already, braidless tracks that I created. So this is getting attached to the braidless tracks that we have already created, okay? This is just gnarly, guys. So now the customer is going to be able to have a firm and secure way of wearing her hair extensions, being able to leave her own hair out. And as you can see, her own hair also serves as a buffer for when you're lifting up that hair. Okay, and then now let's go ahead and go and do that to the other side. But guys, shoot, we're almost done. Like once you do that, you could start filling in the hair. You can attach this piece, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna do all that, but I'm just saying, it's worth the little extra time that you take to do these steps for your customer, because she'll have a firm and secure hairline, crown area. Man, this is going to be good. Do you guys have any questions right now? I appreciate you joining. This is the new advanced way of doing things, guys. No more pain and damage. Let's stop the pain. Let's stop the damage. When people are getting their braidless systems put in, there's still damage. There's still more damage going on. And with the Weave Buddy, they're able to have their hair extensions. And the Weave Buddy is a very, very strong base that is going to take the pulling, the pressure, and guys, even the pain. The Weave Buddy takes on all of that so that your customer is only left with the fun part. She's left with having a full head of wonderful hair that's not pulling on her, that's not causing any damage or any pain, and also stays for a full duration. How awesome is that, guys? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Magnolia. I appreciate it. And hello to you. So right now, what I'm doing is just basically pulling out. It's like the integrations back in the day where you would put a system on and pull the client's hair through. Why was it important? Because the customer loves to have, if possible, this is a procedure, okay? That's not all my weed buddies, but this is a system that allows the customer to have their own hair in between and integrated with their hair extensions. Some people just love that, guys, and we have to be able to offer that. We have to be able to offer all of the options. Okay, the more options, the better. What I hate about weaves is their tracks go back in about 3 weeks. Is that the case that's happening with you, even though you're using the Weave Buddy now, Daryl? Is it still going back on you? Because if it is, then we seriously need to have a chat about taking my class. Let me know because it shouldn't be going back in 3 weeks. So I am getting that hair pulled out of there so that it could be nice and flat. And then once that's as flat as I can make it, remember the edges here, it don't matter. It's just here at the corner that we got to get that real flat, which feels really flat to me, guys. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually attaching the Weave Buddy onto the hairline part, okay, onto the braidless tracks that we've already created earlier today when I did that into the sample of the braidless buddies earlier today, okay? So now I'm attaching it to those and it's coming along really good. I'm really excited and really happy. The reason why I'm really excited and really happy, guys, is because I just got the vision to do this whole one for. I've never done braidless, put it that way, on this much hair loss, and so that's why I'm super super excited. It's on. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So making sure that this is going to be nice and secure because we're going to add a bunch of hair and we just want it to be strong and safe, for the customer. So now, I've added the sides. I've added all the tracks. There's all kinds of tracks under here, guys, that I created earlier today. And so we're going to be doing a full sew-in with all of those tracks. And then so now the only thing I have left to do here is to secure the crown area. And then we'll be ready to be popping, okay? We'll be ready to do this thing. I'm going to go ahead and have the needle travel upward and start making sure that this part is secure. Work on both sides, make sure everything is even. Nothing is pulling, more on one side than the other. Right now, I'm just really gently making sure that this is going to be straight. I'm not really doing my heavy sewing yet or my heavy, like, knotting or anything. First, I want to make sure that it's in position without it being crooked. Okay, guys? So, if anyone has questions, now is the time to ask them because I'm here and I'm ready to answer any questions. But so now I'm gonna go ahead and again go to I did the other side. I'm doing it to this side now, just gently making sure everything is before I do my heavy sewing. Just making sure that is on evenly, and then I'm gonna go back and once it's on evenly, um, then I'm going to go back and do some knotting and making sure that it doesn't move, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So at this point, it's just making sure that it's on correctly and that evenly. Okay, guys. Now I have braidless wefts throughout this whole thing that I created earlier today. So that's what I'm attaching this lace onto right now are the braidless wefts that I created earlier. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I am creating a full sew-in with my braidless buddy system. This is actually a new addition to my braidless buddy system. It's the braidless buddy with the Reina Victoria, and it's the Reina Victoria braidless. So we have on the Reina Victoria braidless, we have holes that are integrate that you're able to integrate the customer's own hair through, and it's just a really fun, great piece that you can use with your braidless. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining. This is just a wonderful thing. I love it. I love it so much. Now I'm going to go ahead and start now doing a little bit more firm sewing. Well, I'm running out of thread here, so I'm going to have to get a new thread again. But now is where you can go ahead and go in and tighten this up, make everything super tight, close it up, make it all nice and firm. Okay? So, guys, if you're just joining, we are preparing a head of hair that has severe female pattern baldness at the crown area, and it's severe, so it's not just a little, it's a lot. But a lot of times customers, they don't want to do a full weave. They want to have their own hair out as well. When that's the case, then let's give it to them. Let's give them an opportunity to have their own hair out. So I've integrated her hair through the sides here. So when we sew in the extensions, we'll just make sure to have her their own hair out. Okay. When you're integrating, make sure that it's as flat as it can get here. Oop, that was just the strand. I have it behind the ear, so it's nice and tight. Okay, and then let me go ahead and do another needle. I have them. So, guys, does anyone who's watching, does anyone have customers who like the braidless tracks? And have you fallen into a situation where they have damage and balding. So it's super hard to get the full look with the braidless. How are you getting a full look if they're, if they have a lot of damage? Well, with the Weave Buddy, the braidless Weave Buddy system, you can give them a full look. My mom's Weave Buddy is still in place, and it's been 5 weeks and it's still in place. It does not pull back. Oh, great. I'm so happy. That's awesome. That makes me very happy, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Now, if you have any customers who like the braidless, but they have fine, thin hair, you and but they just don't want to wear weaves. They want to do the braidless. Now you have an option. You can use the Weave Buddy braidless for them and create a nice, fabulous, and secure full weave without the braids. Now what I'm doing is going in and making sure everything is nice, and yeah, that I'm designing a nice and tight fit. When I say tight, I don't mean like, oh, it's gonna hurt them or anything. I just mean that there are no bubbles, that there's no buckling, everything is just nice and flat. Fits like a glove. The way I'm doing this is by making sure that I'm using the lace, and I'm gathering the lace together so that it can become customized to her. You see what I mean? So that it's like a perfect fit for her. Because Lord forbid it buckles and then you got this big old horn up there. She's not going to want to walk around like that. So you got to make sure that that you customize it to fit her, and it can fit her perfectly. Okay, guys. So there we go. That is part 2 of the Braidless Buddy full hair installation on women who have severe um, female pattern baldness. And as you can see now, there has not been any braids at all or glue, and she's got a nice, wonderful, flat, secure base that we're going to have so much fun sewing in all of the hair and just giving her the look that she desires and wants without damage, without glue, without tape, and braidless. So there you have it, guys. That's part 2, and I'll come back shortly for part 3.